Hi Pisces, welcome back to your weekly reading. This will be for the week of September 9th to the 15th. Hope you are well. Hope you are enjoying the beginning of your week. Happy Monday. As I mentioned in the previous video, you can check out my schedule for when to expect readings. Essentially, you can see about 3 to 4 videos a week, and this will just be for your weekly reading. So I'll do a kind of 9-card spread, looking into a variety of things: your strength, your recent past, focus, what your overall energy is, your immediate future, any supportive energies, any energies that surround you at this time you may not be aware of, and what your hopes and fears are. So it'll be a much larger kind of 9-card spread. And let's just get into it, because the energy is... yeah, energy is nice today. Alright, let's see what we got. As always, if you like the content, if you resonate with the message, please like the video, please subscribe. I'm seeing a lot of good stuff so far. A lot of really beautiful stuff here. Alright. Wow. Wow, so it looks like it's going to be a very, very happy week. So let's start off with your overall energy. You got the Ace of Wands, so you're getting started. You're getting started on making some new moves, new activity in your life. And I think that's really true, that based on what I've seen in the past, that you were kind of clearing this tower moment. You were clearing this previous energy, and now you're in a space of beginning to really turn the page, start a new chapter. And I really see that for you. Just looking at all this vibrant energy, I'm going to just lift the camera for a second just so you can see. Just look at all this bright pentacle energy, so much yellow and gold and blue. And I think, again, this is a result of you really having to go through a little bit of a grieving process and having kind of a revolution, and really you're turning the page. You're going to a new chapter in your life, and I really like that. Let's start with your focus. Definitely your focus is you're planting a lot of seeds at this time. I mean, Ace of Wands, right, is about getting started with activity. This is, can do with finances, but I really think of this as harvesting your chi, your energy, your good vibes. So you're really harvesting and watching your energy grow, but know that, watching plants grow isn't going to make them grow any faster. So there's plenty of stuff to do in the meantime. For your recent past, definitely this is you. You were going headstrong, getting away from a situation that was no longer serving you anymore. And definitely in the recent past, like, that was difficult, that was hard, but now we're in a really nice flourishing energy as a result. You have to really go headstrong away from something. And again, just looking at this reading, it really is something significantly positive, and I've actually never seen such a good spread in my life. Okay, so you were definitely moving away from something, clearing a chapter, and definitely see that. For your strength, what's amazing about this reading is I see that there's the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So again, it really, and also I see the Wheel of Fortune here. So I really see, like, just so much fresh energy for you, so much fresh kind of morning waking energy for you, as a result of clearing this chapter. So you also have the Ace of Pentacles in your strength, and I think this is absolutely true. Not only is your overall energy Ace of Wands, you're being active, but these cards really feed off of each other. Swords and Cups, can really have to do with the mind, really have to do with, like, emotions, really have to do with thoughts and emotions, and these really have to do with kind of more outwardly things like energy and activity. And these two really feed off of each other, just like emotions and thoughts really feed off of each other. And this is more of your outer. So you were doing a lot of inward work. There was a lot of hermit energy in the past from my previous readings last week. And now, as a result, you can go back into the outside realm, which is just wonderful. The way you ebb and flow, Pisces is an oceanic force. It really, there's so much intuition here. So you could definitely be getting started on, rebuilding energy again. We saw this here as well. You're really watching things grow, and you're making a lot of choices on selecting where to put your energy, and it looks like you're doing so with good judgment and a good sense of like what you want. So I'm really happy to see that. In your sort of what energies surround you, you may not be aware of. You have the sun. So again, like just such vibrant, amazing energy. This is a very nourishing card. We see these sunflowers getting all of these warm rays of light. It's a warm, energetic card. You have so much warm energy surrounding you, and you're full of warm energy at this time. And again, it's a card of like new beginnings. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, and you're really making a change. And it is really wonderful to see just the joy and all of this as a result of kind of the pain and suffering and inner work and reflection you were doing just like moments ago in your life. It's amazing how, all of this surrounds you. You also have, for supportive energies, this is really kind of incredible. You have the Queen of Pentacles and you have the Ten of Pentacles. Again, this goes into the sun. This goes into these Ace of Pentacles, fresh energies. This goes into the Seven of Pentacles. Wonderful, really wonderful energy at this time of like, it is raining good vibes. It is raining, sure, money, but it's raining good vibes and wealth in all forms. Mainly, I really think of this as energetic forms. And there's so much, the world, like I think of this queen at this moment as the world is really nurturing your energy and nurturing your good vibes at this time, and is really saying, you need to be taken care of. Like you were badly hurt, and now it's time for you to be nurtured. Like you really deserve it based on like what happened to you and how you kind of dealt with it. You did the work to really recover, and now it's time to kind of receive from the world the way in which it wants to nurture and make you feel good as a result of this kind of painful process you went through. In your hopes and fears, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. The way I read this is, I don't think this is fear at all. I think really this is like you've got so many options ahead of you. You have so much fresh energy ahead of you, and wherever the cursor lands, wherever the wheel lands, you're more than ready for it. You're just so open to it. It's really an energy of like going with the flow. It's an energy of like being open to anything and kind of trusting that everything on the wheel will work out for you. So it's like a love of fate is really the way I read this. You're just spinning on fate right now, and it's really working in your favor. I've just never seen such a reading that's just so powerful, so much good energy. In your immediate future, in your immediate future, you have the Ace of Cups, another just wonderful energy. So you're also just like ready now that you've built all these good vibes to start making some more deep emotional investments. This could not necessarily be another person. This could be just like you have a really strong sense now that you've recovered your energy of like this sort of business you want to get started on, this project you really want to emotionally invest in. And it's really something that is emotionally fulfilling. It requires a level of vulnerability, right? You're putting your heart out there. You're pouring kind of your cup out. You're pouring your emotions out there. So there's a level of vulnerability now you're willing to take now that you've done all this self-reflection. And so whatever this thing is, it could be a person, it could be a project, it's something that you feel really comfortable pouring your emotions into. And I'm just so happy for you to see that, again, you're your best in this energy. Cups are really water energy, right? You're your best when you're giving emotion. People love that. Even when people take that for granted, even when people are repulsed by your energy and your emotions, they learn from it, and they may not learn in that moment, but they might learn down the road. People really are grateful for when you are emotionally true to yourself. You are the most intuitive, and like more often than not, you know the truth of the situation and you know how to say it, and you're just like, you need to, remind yourself, you're Pisces. you're true. You are true, and stay true to your character. I think that's a big part of this. In the kind of potential outcome at this time, you have the Queen of Swords. So this is, an energy of kind of being nurturing with your thoughts. So a lot of energy here, a lot of activity. It would make sense that there is some level of internal going on as well. The way I would read this is like, as a result of all of this, which again, I just want to show you just how good this energy is. Look how much gold and blue and just freshness and warmth and just just so much positivity. As a result of all of this, it would make sense that you have the Queen of Swords. I think what this is saying is that all this good energy is now actually nurturing the way you think about the world. It's nurturing the way that you approach the world, and you're kind of showing yourself a very different way of thinking. Like before, you're very much on guard, very defensive, very reserved with your time and energy and expenses. And now you're going through a bit of a cognitive revolution in terms of really kind of nurturing the way you think about the world and realizing things don't have to be so scary. If I do the work, I trust that I'll adjust, I'm going to be fine. So it makes sense that as a result of all this kind of external work, some kind of internal shift would happen, and that is that you're starting to see the world in a brighter way and a less defensive way, a less scarce mindset. Yeah, that's what I have for you. This is really wonderful. Enjoy the fresh energy of the week. I think you really turned a chapter, and just really enjoy this. Enjoy this time. Just enjoy the warmth of this moment. Even on a rainy day, enjoy the radiance of that. So once again, this is your weekly reading, Pisces. I again hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, wonderful rest of your month. Stay tuned for a middle of the week reading, a middle of the month reading, and a weekend reading coming up this week. This is Beyond Tarot, wishing you peace and beyond.